Ukraine hit by biggest Russian drone attack since start of war. Ukraine experienced its most extensive Russian drone attack since the conflict began, with a massive swarm of unmanned aerial vehicles targeting critical infrastructure and residential areas across the country. The large-scale assault reportedly involved dozens of drones, overwhelming some air defense systems and causing significant damage. While Ukrainian officials reported successfully intercepting a majority of the incoming drones, several strikes resulted in fires, power outages, and casualties, particularly in the Kyiv region and other major cities. The renewed intensity of drone attacks signals a potential escalation in Russia's tactics, aiming to further degrade Ukraine's energy grid and civilian morale as winter approaches. International observers and military analysts are closely monitoring the situation, noting the sophisticated nature of the coordinated assault. This event underscores the ongoing vulnerability of Ukrainian cities to aerial attacks and renews calls for advanced air defense capabilities to protect civilian populations and essential services. Nepal lifts social media ban after deadly protests. Nepal's government has announced the lifting of a social media ban that had sparked widespread, and in some instances deadly, protests among its Gen Z population. The ban, initially imposed to curb perceived misinformation and maintain public order, backfired, leading to significant unrest and calls for greater digital freedom. Young people, heavily reliant on social media for communication and information, organized large-scale demonstrations that sometimes turned violent, resulting in fatalities. The decision to reverse the ban comes after sustained public pressure and international condemnation, highlighting the growing power of digital activism and the challenges governments face in controlling online narratives. While the immediate crisis may have abated, the incident underscores the delicate balance between state control and individual freedoms in the digital age, particularly in nations with a highly connected and politically active younger generation. Appeals court upholds $83 million judgment against Trump for defaming E. Jean Carroll. In a significant legal development, a U.S. appeals court has affirmed the $83 million judgment against former President Donald Trump in the defamation case brought by E. Jean Carroll. The ruling comes after a New York jury found Trump liable for defaming Carroll by denying her sexual assault allegations and making disparaging remarks about her. This decision reinforces the earlier verdict, which awarded Carroll substantial damages for harm to her reputation and emotional distress. Trump's legal team had sought to overturn or reduce the payout, arguing various procedural and evidentiary errors, but the appeals court found no grounds for such a reversal. The sustained judgment marks another legal setback for the former president and highlights the ongoing legal challenges he faces. The case has been closely watched as it touches upon issues of public figure defamation, the responsibilities of political leaders, and the accountability for statements made in the public sphere. This outcome could set a precedent for future defamation cases involving high-profile individuals. Murdoch family reaches deal on media empire succession. After protracted negotiations and a high-stakes court battle, Rupert Murdoch's family has finally reached an agreement concerning the future control of his vast media empire. The resolution confirms Lachlan Murdoch will remain at the helm, solidifying his position as the successor to his 94-year-old father. This long-anticipated deal brings an end to a period of uncertainty surrounding the leadership of News Corp and Fox Corporation, media giants that hold significant sway in global news and entertainment. The succession plan has been a point of contention among Murdoch's children, with various factions vying for influence. The agreement is expected to provide stability for the media conglomerate, allowing for a clearer strategic direction moving forward. Analysts suggest this resolution will likely impact the media landscape, as Lachlan Murdoch continues to steer the empire in an evolving digital age, balancing traditional media power with new technological challenges. Rising black unemployment, a warning sign for America's economy. A recent economic analysis has highlighted a concerning trend, the rising rate of black unemployment in the United States, which experts warn could be a critical indicator of broader economic instability. While overall unemployment figures may show a different picture, the disproportionate increase in joblessness among Black Americans suggests underlying weaknesses in the labor market and a potential widening of economic disparities. Scientists may now know what the mysterious blobs on Mars are. For years, peculiar, dark, blob-like formations observed on the surface of Mars have puzzled scientists, sparking numerous theories about their origin. Recent breakthroughs in data analysis from Mars orbiters and rovers suggest that these blobs are likely formations of brine-rich permafrost that are subtly shifting and interacting with the Martian atmosphere. The unique composition and behavior of these icy patches, particularly how they respond to seasonal temperature fluctuations, could create the distinct appearance observed. This discovery has significant implications for understanding Mars' geological processes, its hydrological cycle, and the potential for extant or extinct microbial life. Further studies are planned to confirm these findings and explore the full extent of these Martian brine formations, offering new insights into the red planet's dynamic environment and its past. Coral baby boom aids Florida reef system fortification. In a proactive effort to combat the devastating effects of climate change and ocean warming on its vital marine ecosystems, Florida has initiated a large-scale coral baby boom project. Scientists and conservationists are working collaboratively to spawn and grow thousands of baby corals in specialized laboratories, with the ultimate goal of transplanting them back onto degraded reef systems. This innovative approach aims to accelerate natural reef recovery, enhance biodiversity, and strengthen the resilience of Florida's coastal defenses against erosion and storm surges. The project employs advanced aquaculture techniques and genetic research to identify and propagate heat-tolerant coral species, increasing their chances of survival in a changing ocean environment. This initiative represents a significant investment in marine conservation, offering a beacon of hope for the future of coral reefs and the countless species that depend on them. CDC investigating multi-state salmonella outbreak. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has announced an active investigation into a multi-state salmonella outbreak that appears to be linked to commercially prepared home delivery meals. Several states have reported confirmed cases, prompting health officials to issue warnings and advise consumers on food safety practices. Preliminary findings suggest a common source among various meal kit services or ingredient suppliers. The CDC is working closely with state health departments and food safety agencies to identify the specific food item or ingredient responsible for the contamination and prevent further spread of the illness. Symptoms of salmonella infection typically include fever, diarrhea, and abdominal cramps, and can be severe in vulnerable populations. This outbreak underscores the importance of stringent food handling protocols throughout the supply chain, from production to delivery, especially with the growing popularity of meal kit services. Bills make shock 16-point comeback to stun Ravens in primetime thriller. In a stunning start to the NFL season, the Buffalo Bills executed a remarkable 16-point comeback in the final 4 minutes of their primetime game against the Baltimore Ravens, ultimately winning 41-40. The highly anticipated Week 1 matchup turned into an instant classic as the Bills, trailing significantly late in the fourth quarter, mounted an improbable rally. Quarterback Josh Allen led a series of electrifying plays, connecting with receivers and utilizing his rushing ability to bridge the deficit. The game-winning field goal, kicked as time expired, sealed the dramatic victory and sent fans into a frenzy. This early season triumph not only showcases the Bills' resilience and offensive firepower, but also sets a high bar for excitement in the league. The Ravens, despite a strong performance for most of the game, were left to ponder what went wrong in the face of Buffalo's late surge. MTV VMAs 2025, announce full list of winners. The music world celebrated its biggest stars at the MTV Video Music Awards 2025, where Ariana Grande took home the coveted Video of the Year award, among other accolades. The night was a spectacle of dazzling performances, unexpected collaborations, and poignant tributes, solidifying the VMA's reputation as a cultural touchstone for popular music. Lady Gaga also had a remarkable evening, winning Artist of the Year and Best Collaboration, further cementing her iconic status. The event showcased a diverse range of talent, with emerging artists sharing the spotlight with established legends. The VMAs continue to be a platform for artists to make bold statements and celebrate their creative achievements, reflecting the vibrant and dynamic nature of contemporary music.